why I better not. If somebody's gonna congregate.
There you go. Hey there, welcome. There's no one watching yet, but I got 4 likes, so that's pretty cool. Just wanted to do a 200 subscriber thank you video. So that's pretty cool of you guys. I was floating there at 197 for a bit and didn't think anyone else was gonna. Wow, I'm smelling a Guinness now. Didn't think anyone else was interested in subbing, but and really I'm just doing this for fun. Like if we grow, great, I love it. If we don't grow, as long as you guys are having fun, I'm happy. But yeah, I got some friends over to the shop. We're just having like a little powwow, trying some whiskeys, drinking a beer or two. Always drink responsibly, please. I'll make sure that these any knuckleheads that are here, I'll make sure that I'm comfortable with them driving home before they drive home. How's your week going? We just started out. We're a little over halfway through June. Where is June gone? June is disappearing. Oh, what's good? So, exactly a month from now, my cabinets are going to show up. Hey there, Rex Robinson. Welcome in. Glad to see you. So, a month from now, my cabinets are going to show up for my bar here in the showroom. So, I've got quite a bit of work to do before those show up and I can install them. So I got a lot of cleaning here, and to do that I'm going to have to clean and organize the rest of the shop. So maybe on Friday we'll find that. I meant to do a live stream on Saturday where I do a blueprint of the shop and we figure out like the most efficient way to store stuff and where I want to put tools. And I built a clamp rack, a rolling clamp rack, and that's cool, but it also takes up a big footprint. So it might be better to like put hang things on walls. You know, we'll figure out the most efficient way to do things. Hello, Lynette. Great to see you. Thanks for being here. I'll stay on for a half hour, 45 minutes, an hour, whatever. I do have some people here. Just kind of like a little mini celebration. Like, can't believe I did 200, and also I had meant to do some live streams. So it's nice to be here. Yeah, I was a little bummed. So with Friday, I was going to do a Cedar Point live stream. First of all, it was cold and foggy. It was raining in the morning, so it didn't rain in the afternoon. I could have gone to Cedar Point. Hi there, Shelly. Welcome in. And Shelly, we recently got to visit Cleveland. Unfortunately, with our schedules did not line up. I could not say hi to the Shelly family. But they had a great time in Cleveland. At least that's what I'm telling people. And so hopefully you actually did. What was I talking about? Oh, so, and then a friend of mine called, and it turned into, do I hang out with a good friend for the evening, or do I go to Cedar Point by myself? And maybe if it had been sunny, it might have been tempting to go to Cedar Point by myself, but I went and hung out with a friend. His family was off doing different things, and he's always asking me to do stuff, but I never have the time to do stuff, so I opted to go hang out with a friend instead of you guys, and I hope you can forgive me for it. And then Saturday I was going to do a live stream here and do the shop plan at that time, and I handled what I needed to handle in the morning, and I was going to do some work. Oh, good. I'm glad you had a good time, Shelly. And there's quite a bit to do in Cleveland. So, yeah, if you didn't get a chance to do the art museums or anything, the art museums are great. I saw you guys got to do the Rock Hall. Oh, thanks, Lynette. I appreciate that. And saw you got to do the Rock Hall. That's neat. I've only and so I live in Cleveland. I've only been there twice. And I haven't been in there for a while. I'll have to go back and see how it's improved. The ruin is on the chat. And he's 20 feet away from me, unless that's the Ruins family. It might be the Ruins family, you never know. So for those of you that got to watch, did you make it all the way through the 42 minutes of countertop making? I struggled with that a little bit, but I put a poll up, and 5 or 6 of you voted, and you said you just wanted the whole thing on there. So I'm like, all right, let's do this. But yeah, I really was torn on posting a 42-minute video, but that was great, and I'll have 2. So that was like the beginner version of the laminate countertop. So I've got an L-shaped countertop I got to make, and I've got a countertop that's going to have a decorative edge. Did you, Lynette? Cool. Thanks for watching. I hope it wasn't too boring. Did the musing, wife and kid? Woohoo! The Ruins wife and kid. I hope I'm on at least 3 screens at your house. And so yeah, so and then the third top that we'll do a how to. So with the L-shaped top, what I'm thinking, actually even before that, I got one other top. So I got another simple top, and it'll have a radius in it. So what I'm thinking of doing is time lapsing everything except that one step that wasn't in the first video, and then it'll make a little shorter. So it'll almost be like a course. It's like, okay, here's your simple countertop. Okay, here's your simple countertop with a radius, and then after that, then it'll be an L shape with radiuses, and then the final one will be a straight countertop, but it'll have a decorative edge. So that's a new element. And then that top also has a sink that a company called Karan makes, Karran, and that sink is the only sink I've seen that I trust that you can put into a laminate countertop, but it's an undermount sink. So, so those are the next 3 countertop videos, how-to videos, and I do want to get into like some instructional videos, how to use various tools safely. So we'll get into that too. I'm smelling the Guinness. It smells like Guinness. On the palate, it's Guinness. Yep. Okay. So solve that one. Oh, that's right. I gave someone my rye that I was drinking. I guess got to pour another one. So this is sad. This is sad to admit. Well, let's see. I did that count, and I just got two. I got those 2 blue notes. If you saw the silly short where I did the Also Sprach Zarathustra music, or the 2001: A Space Odyssey music, if you prefer. So this is a neat little glass cap, but it's annoying, and I just spilled some of it on my leg. So that's not efficient. It's cool looking, but it's not efficient. But anyway, so this is sad. So I finally counted. Oh, and then I just bought another Buffalo Trace. So what does that put me up to? I've got like 50 bottles of rye whiskey or bourbon in the shop. That's probably a problem. That's probably a problem there. It's not a drinking problem yet. I don't feel like I'm ever overindulging. I always strive for moderation. Unless I'm at Animal Kingdom, apparently. And there, all I did was not drink enough water. But yeah, so it's more of like, and you Disney, yeah, I know, right? You Disney people will understand this. It's more like a merch addiction than an alcohol problem. I just like, I want to try it. I want to try and own them all, no matter how cheap, no matter how expensive. Well, I don't really want to do too many expensive ones. Like that bottle of Jack Daniels. Like, I don't need to buy any expensive bottles for a while. But I'm learning a little bit about tracking down allocated stuff. So, like last Saturday, the local Giant Eagle, the supermarket, their liquor store opens at 9, and most of the people in the area, it sounds like they get their deliveries on Tuesday. I did save snow leopards that day. At least 4. I don't know how many snow leopards per drink that you save, so I saved at least 4 snow leopards. Where was I? So the local liquor store at the Giant Eagle. Well, no, okay, back up. I already said that. So I think everyone in the area here gets their deliveries of at least bourbons and whiskeys on Tuesdays. And so and the one lady at the local liquor store, she said sometimes, I don't know if it's the state or if it's whatever company it is, some state, or sometimes they'll be forced to put things out right away. So now what I need to do, well, I'll explain what I'm going to try to have for my liquor hunting schedule in a second. So the lady that I talked to, where she said sometimes they make them put them out right away on Tuesday afternoon. Normally, they would put out their new stuff Wednesday at 10 a.m. when they open. And so I went there last Wednesday, and I got there at 10:07, and whatever fancy stuff they had was already gone. So I would have had to get there earlier. So since they had fancy stuff, I thought, okay, Giant Eagle, they released their stuff 9 a.m. on Saturday, so if this store got fancy stuff, maybe Giant Eagle got fancy stuff. So I got to Giant Eagle at 10 to 9, so 10 minutes before they opened. There was already 4 people in line. I was the 5th person. And then before they opened, 2 people got in line behind me. And so at 9, they let us in. And she had the allocated stuff sitting on a rolling cart behind the counter, of course. And I got real excited. I saw 2 bottles of E.H. Taylor, and I was hoping that she had just put 2 bottles out, and I was hoping there was a case of it. No, there was 2 bottles. So the first 2 people bought the E.H. Taylor, which is very good. If you look at my Thirsty Thursday reviews, I do review E.H. Taylor on there. It's very good. I would have loved to have a bottle of that. And the crazy part is, so E.H. Taylor, the cheapest I've ever saw it on the secondary market is like $120. But I was listening as the people bought it, and retail is with tax was $39. I'm like, man, what the heck? And so then the other special stuff that day was regular Buffalo Trace, which is not. It's not special, but it's just a good bourbon, and it's hard to get. So but what they had is they had 3 bottles. They had 3 bottles. Look at this thing. They had 3 bottles of a 1.75 liter. And I've got 2 of these now. So funny. So there's 2 things I like to try to keep around my person. I really enjoy the Buffalo Trace. I try to make sure there's always Buffalo Trace, and honestly, I've got 3 regular bottles at home. I've got 2 of those giants, and I've got a 1 liter here. So I'm not running out of Buffalo Trace anytime soon. Although I do give it away as presents, when I need to. And then the other one that I really like to keep around is Woodford Reserve Double Oak. It's very sweet and smooth, and oaky tasting. So those 2 I try to always make sure I have. Everything else I just do for fun. So what I think my bourbon hunting schedule will be from now on is on Tuesday, before I head home after work, I'm gonna do my best to shoot over to that liquor store on Vine Street and see if I can find out what got delivered and possibly if they're selling it right away. So Tuesday before I go home to work, swing by that store. That'll let me know if allocated things are coming in. And then whether or not I get something. Well, the neat part with Giant Eagle is they'll put a sign up on Friday when they close of what bottles they have for Saturday. So then if I can make sure I swing by on a Friday, I'll know what's there and whether or not I should head over and if I need to get there at 8:30 on Saturday morning and get stuff. So yeah, so I was fifth in line. I was 5th in line, and I was only 10 minutes early. Now I know that if it's like something that's very rare, like a Blanton's, I have heard that people will line up at Giant Eagle 4 or 5 in the morning. And Giant Eagle itself doesn't open till 6. So at 6 they're able to go into the building and wait. And then they have to wait till 9 o'clock. So I've heard these things will happen. So I don't know. It's a very interesting, weird hobby that I've gotten myself into. And I don't really want to spend... There's even people that will camp out overnight. Remember how we used to camp out for movie tickets, like when a Star Wars movie was coming out? That was before internet ticket sales were easy. So that's what people will do for bourbon. Is they will. I've heard of people they'll set a chair in front of the store, and I don't know if they put their name on it or something, and then they'll sleep in their car, waiting for the store to open. So people are doing crazy stuff like that. What's up, Theroux? Your wife and kid? I'm on at least 3 screens at home, and now you are too.
Hello.
They didn't say if I was on 3 screens. I'm just assuming. Yeah, it's crazy, Shelly. So what I'm gonna do after we get this bar up, is we're gonna have some tastings, like the tasting we did at the super secret location. We're gonna take. Well, one I got in mind is we'll do all the 10-year stuff. So Eagle Rare's 10-year, and it's hard to find. But I got that Widow Jane, which is not too hard to find, and I got several 10-years in here. So we'll do just like we did with the Maker's Mark. Because we'll find out which one we like best. And if we find out it's a cheap, easy to find one, then sweet. Who needs Eagle Rare at that point?
All right.
So we'll do some fun stuff like that. We'll let you know what's easy to buy. Simple palates. Yeah, so I don't know if you watched that video, the super secret location. We found out, we're only on 2 screens. Okay, well, you turn on a 3rd one right now. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for watching in any capacity, even if we're on your phone. But yeah, so me and the Ruin, we did a tasting. We had a regular Maker's Mark and 2 fancy ones, in case you didn't watch it. And we ended up liking, our favorite was the cheap $26 regular Maker's Mark. It kind of blew our minds a little bit. But hey, good for the wallet. Good for the wallet. Is that the town branch that I give you? Or what do you? Oh, how do you like it?
It's very
The
good.
Blue Note, yeah.
Yes.
And
Very tasty.
So that's another thing.
Full of flavor.
Blue Note is a single barrel. So guess what we need to do? Is we need to bust open all 3 bottles of Blue Note that I have and see how different they are from each other.
Oh.
There's another one. I have so much booze content in my head, it's sad. But I'm doing it for the people. I'm doing it for you guys. I'm blaming this on you, obviously. And I found out the cheapest way to buy Glencairns, because I don't have enough Glencairns whenever I invite people here. So the cheapest thing is a 12-pack on Amazon. You can get them for about $5 a piece. That's the cheapest I've seen so far. Did I go with the town branch again?
That's where I got mine from.
I did go with the town branch. On Amazon? Nice. Yep. Alright, so let me tell you about this town branch, because I don't remember if I did a Thirsty Thursday or not. I think I might have. 107 proof, so that's not bad. So this was hand-selected by someone in the OHLQ, the Ohio Liquor people. I don't know what that is. All I know is you can use their website to sometimes win bottle lotteries, and so someone on their crew went and picked out a barrel. That is my new goal. So there's a so I am a Maker's Mark ambassador, quote unquote, and so what that means is they expect me to like tell everyone how great Maker's Mark is, and there's actually like little business cards I can print out, and they give you like a gift every winter season. Not like a great gift, like I think the last one was something weird. Like I got a coupon to be able to buy some fancy popcorn from somewhere, and then they had a video I could watch. Oh, have you used it yet? Bill has gotten Lynette to buy a smoker kit for her bourbon. Have you used it yet? I'm very interested to hear about it, because I should probably do that. That's pretty cool. But what were we talking about? So, when that barrel that says Izzo on it matures in 2029, I can buy bottles from it. Now, it's not just Izzo's barrel. It's got a whole bunch of other names on it. But we'll have some Izzo Maker's Mark to drink if you only want to wait another 6 years. Didn't get it yet. Oh, okay, cool. Ooh, I'll need a description like that. That would be great. And I'm gonna have to pick up one and find out how to do that and what to do. And I'm gonna start talking. Oh, cool. Thanks, Lynette. I'm gonna start trying to talk some of these fools into eventually buying a barrel of something. I have to do the research. Cause I don't want to like. So I checked. Like you can get a barrel of Jack for like $10,000, and then for another 2 or 3, they bottle it for you, and it does kind of. Well, I mean, so you're picking your own barrel, so that's cool. So you get a barrel that like tastes just like you want, or like as close as just like what you want. So let's see. So that's like a fancier bottle. So that kind of bottle's probably worth. You're probably paying at least $60 for a barrel select, but it's a barrel select you picked, and so they estimate about 240 bottles out of the barrel, and it turns out to be around like between $45 and $55 a barrel or bottle. I can't like say bottle or barrel; they're not interchangeable, buddy. And yeah, so it wouldn't be bad. So I'm gonna find a bunch of people. Ooh, that'll be our first Patreon thing as well. The only thing on the Patreon will be your money goes towards the barrel, and then when we buy a barrel, you get some whiskey. Speaking of Jack Daniels, I had a friend of mine. I need a phone. Where's my phone? Oh, it's in my phone holster. Huh? Funny that. So I had a friend do like. So what I want to do when. And kind of do it to celebrate. So when I get this silly bar done, I want to, my little flask that I did rye whiskeys in, that thing tasted like I was eating waffles, like alcoholic waffles. There was a buttery note, there was a maple note, there was like a bread note. So I've recorded what I had put in that flask, so I know I should be able to recreate it. So what I want to do is I want to do it on a larger scale instead of just that little flask, and then had a friend of mine make up some labels for it, and she sort of modeled it a bit on the Jack Daniels label a little bit, but that's what. Oops, let's pull that down. Okay, just in case. Don't want you to see any messages. Um, so we got a bowl there, which is kind of like a throw to Buffalo Trace. But we got Izzo's Place. We got I can't even read it backwards. Oh, that's the bourbon one. She sent me another one. Hold on. Maybe that was a text. There we go. There we go. So we got Izzo's Place. We got blended rye whiskey. And so what I want to do is I want to do a little blend and make some little bottles. Put the label on it. If you're over 21, maybe I'll make them available. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if they taste good. I still haven't sipped this. I just keep smelling things. Like that Booker's. So how's your Monday going? Thanks for being here, all four of you. Or five of you. We'll include your boy in that. Oops. Kick the stand.
Hi again.
The ruin is live. Oh, yeah. Let me scooch out of your way. I have one more of those IPAs if you want. I got a whole bunch of nonsense that I need to get done, so I don't know when I'm gonna get to Cedar Point.
Hiding spots all over the place.
I'm shooting for like July 1st or 2nd. What? Oh, did you notice that over there?
That, yeah.
You noticed that? The booze is not only in the file cabinet. That's how bad it's gotten. How many bottles do I have over there? I've got 5 over there, but those ones are my duplicates. So you know. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let me get you a church key of sorts.
Ooh.
Let's see. What else is good? What else is coming up? So we got some laminate tops coming up. I will check. I am going to be building a bathroom and a kitchen, basically turning my sister's basement into an apartment. And I don't know if Izzo's sister wanted me to say that out loud on the internet, but I just forget I said it. But I'll ask her if I can record that, because that would be a very neat. That would be a very neat how-to. That one will have to be more than one video, unlike the laminate countertops. Let's see, and the other plans that I have, I need to fix up my van a little bit, just make it just a little bit nicer. So I originally was thinking, I had gotten into my head that I just wanted to make that truck last as long as possible, like years and years past when it should, and I just figured I'd replace parts as I needed to. And now I'm not so sure, so I am going to still fix it up, but I just might not go quite to the extent. Oh yeah, Amy. I was talking about you earlier. I don't know if you were on for that. Amy Kish is an artist, a very good artist. So I was showing off your label, Amy, in case you weren't on yet. But yeah, I want to fix up the van. I might not take it to the extent that I was going to, but I definitely need to just. Well, first of all, I need to pull the plywood up out of the back because I know that there are some rusty holes in the bottom of that van. And so I want to get in there. I'm not a welder. I have friends that are welders, though. So get in there, cut away all the rust, pop in some metal, have someone weld it for me. Izzo's father-in-law welds. My buddy Paul welds. The guy Nolan here that I can't get out of the shop that I'm working on getting out of the shop, he welds. Eventually I'll get him out of the shop. I need more room. but yeah, I got plenty of welders, so the inside's no problem. The inside doesn't have to look pretty, although all those guys would probably do a nice job. But the inside doesn't have to look pretty, and then I want to put in some permanent shelving. Not very big, but just some small permanent shelving to hold the things that I'm sick of forgetting. Like, I want to keep a bin loaded up with shims. I want to keep a rack full of tubes of caulk, so I always have it with me. Would love to do the outside, but that might be beyond me. I mean, I wouldn't do it myself. I'd have to pay someone to do it, and I don't know if it's worth it. Like, a year ago, I thought it was worth it. Now I'm not so sure. But I do want to do some fixing up to the van. And like the ladder rack is in nice shape, and the ladder rack could go with me to my next van. So maybe I'll spend a little time with the ladder rack, replace the straps that are on it, put the tubes on a little more permanent like, and then I got definitely some leaks, so I want to take down the ceiling in the van and at least find where all the leaks are and plug them, at least silicone them shut. Yeah, and then just maybe by the start of next year, start looking for whatever my next beast will be. Let's see. So how long have I had that? It's 2023. I want to say I picked that thing up in either 2016 or early 2017. So it was a good deal at the time. I think it was 13,000. So let's see if it was 2016. It was only 9 years old. And it seemed like it had lived in someone's shop for its whole life because there was very little rust. Like the majority of the rust has happened, the last few years, because with me I don't have room to pull it into the shop, so it sits outside and it gets the salt in the Ohio road. And then so I'd love to just fix it up. So I just got to balance how crazy I'm going to get with it. And really, the van needs to wait. You guys have seen the shop in the videos. The shop needs to be fixed next before anything else goes. Because I'm not going to have room to store all this crud that's over here unless I fix up the shop and get some of this out of here. And then I can do my little back bar. What else? I got nothing else.
There wasn't no difference. They said these were nomadic tribes.
I don't get. Well, so here's another little project. Who knows how long it'll take for me to get there. So I bought this silly flavor wheel. So you can use this, and here if you want to screenshot it and have a copy for yourself. So you can use this to help you with what you're smelling and tasting in your bourbons, whiskeys, rye. And when I bought it, I don't know why I thought it was going to be much bigger than this, but I thought for some reason it was going to be bigger than this, and I don't know why I need it bigger. I mean, this is actually pretty handy. I could actually put a magnet on it and stick it right there. But just for fun, I want to make a big one and hang it on the wall. So that's something else that I want to do. I don't know. I might have to go entertain these people. Let's go ahead and end it at a half hour. I wasn't sure how long I'd go for. Did I proclaim something? Maybe I proclaimed something. I better check and see if I told you guys that I would do something. Because if I told you I would do something, well then I should do that. One of my favorite YouTubers, Pete Carney, is premiering a video. So if I know some here are Pete Carney fans as well. If you want to go watch him, he's premiering a road trip video. So that might be fun to do. But let me see what I said. What did I say? I want to see what I promised you, the people, if I did promise anything. I may have just promised a live stream. And I want to stand by my promises. If at all possible. I can't find the link. Oh well. Oh, I know where I could look. I know where I could look. Sorry, having issues. There we go. No. There we go. No, apparently I did not. Well, I don't know what I posted. But I am live. But this thing's mostly Thank you, Shelly. I appreciate that. But yeah, I can't believe we got up to 203 now. So now I got a full month. Yeah, Pete's coming on now. So we'll close this thing down. I'll watch Pete for a little bit. But thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit tonight. And we went over a little bit of a plan. This week's like a little bit of a mishmash. Tomorrow I'm helping another company finish up a small job. Should be a short day for a change, which would be nice. Wednesday, what's going on Wednesday? Wednesday in the afternoon, I'm doing some volunteer work. Wednesday morning, I've got an estimate, and then I'll probably do some tile work until it's time to do that with the volunteer stuff. Thursday, I'm probably going to go estimate a job and then go back to finish the tile backsplash and keep working on that job. Friday, unless something changes, Friday I'll be at that job. I got a kitchen for a friend, and I want everything done I can. There's certain things I won't be able to do because I'm waiting on other trades there for them to finish their work. But I really want to get everything that I can do. I want that done in June, because in July I'm going to be mostly concentrating on that basement. And then obviously in July, whenever I need to go finish that kitchen, I'll go finish that kitchen. But I know at least in the beginning of July, I got to concentrate heavy on getting that stuff. Because to do a bathroom and a kitchen, there's plumbing there, but we're gonna be busting up some concrete. We're putting up walls. There's quite a bit of work, and my man Danny Malloy is gonna help me. So it should be good. But yeah. So July, I want to finish that kitchen. So as much as possible, and we don't have much. We only have, after this week, we have one other full week. So I got basically 2 weeks in July to finish up. So we'll see how it goes. But thanks, but I keep talking. So go ahead, if you feel like it, go check out that Adventures by Carney. He's a fun fella. And his positivity and love of life is, for whatever reason, what inspired me to start my channels, even though my channel is not the same as his. So he's a good guy. Go give him some support. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out at Izzo's place. We'll probably do a live stream Friday, and we'll recap the week and talk further and see how things are going. All right, guys, have a great week. You got this. I know you do, and you're looking good today, so that's nice. I'm glad to see that. And we'll catch you later.